Three things every Pokemon TCG player dislikes in their matches: gambling, misplays, and tie. Welcome back to our GLC tournament. Currently we have reached the halfway point and we have the Dragons leading the raids, followed up with Solrock and Florpuff and Pokemontcg. So we have a lot of good decks in store, and currently we are reaching the halfway point where it gets really intense and each victory matters, each loss matters. And currently we need those dragons to fall if they are not eliminated soon. So let's go check out what happens in the round 3. As we can see from the matchups, we have Druddigon versus Dracloak, Pokemontcg versus Solrock, Florpuff versus Gabite, Snorlax versus Sableye, Tepstrika versus Hoopa, Torterra versus Giratina, and Okidoki versus Sableye. And from these matches we are actually going to pick the Giratina versus Torterra matchups. These both decklists are a bit unique in format because this first type is more of a bug archetype instead with the Torterra engine, and this Giratina is the typical psychic list. We saw some dragon action and some fighting action in the previous videos, so now we are going to take a look what these two types can show us. Welcome to our round 3, where we have on the right side bug type, on the left side psychic type, and the bug starts with Trainer Smile. Look the top 4 cards from your deck and pick a trainer card from that. Put it on your hand, shuffle your deck. It seems we took out the Muscle Band. Now Muscle Band is a tool card that gives your Pokemon 20 plus damage to its attacks if it has any base damage attack damage. And currently on the actives there is Revavroom, not Revavroom, the bug Pokemon that evolves into bigger Thorn Pokemon. We shall soon see what it evolves. On the left, on the bench we have Toad Scroll waiting to evolve. On the left side we have Mimikyu with Field Shot and Copycat attack, and there is Inkay currently resting, and there is also a cute low-tide Flashy, and it seems energy attacks and the pass to the psychic type. Now what will the psychic type do? It seems we are setting up with Battle Compressor. We can take 3 cards from our deck and discard those. Now as we saw in the previous video, Fairy used this to discard some key elements so that they could take those away with VS Seeker, but it seems this deck plays it a little differently. So let's see what can we do. There are few cards in the psychic that actually combo really well with the Battle Compressor as well. So let's see what the game plan is here. It is Giratina and 2 dark psychic energies into the discard pile, and the reason why we are discarding psychic energies is that the Malamar, which evolves from Inkay, has ability that it allows you to attach 1 psychic energies from your discard pile to one of your bench psychic Pokemon once per turn. It seems we chose those and then we shuffle. Now both players have the same playmat, so it's actually very cool looking to see. It seems we are playing Dark Energies as well. We could expect to see some monkey action. It seems with Muscle Band also in hand. But what else can we do? Actually very intense, and this currently we have Supporter in hand. I can't clearly see, there could be one supporter, but we are still not sure. Or is it possible that we want to discard something else, like these 3? So what is currently causing our death up? We do have energy to attach, so we can also attach to our Mimikyu or Inkay. It seems we have a lot of choices in our hand. I think this long. It seems we attach Dark Energy 2, Mimikyu, and just fields and draw 2 cards from our deck. Seems no supporter sadly, but so can the bug type actually capitalize? Forest the kind plants. You can now evolve your grass Pokemon as soon as they come into play if you have evolution, and it's in both players shuffle deck. And in the third deck, and then each player drops as many cards as they have prizes in left, so in this situation both draw 6 cards. Now currently the root needs 2 more energies to attack, if it wants to attack, that is also question to wonder. Still, but the bug type has a lot of cards to set up, and also stage 2 Pokemon. It has Torterra, it has Butterfree, Cricketune, it has this Root, and it has also Toedscruel and Cricketune, so it has a lot of Pokemon it wants to set up, so hopefully we can get Turtwig down with this N to get the game going. It seems Kricketot has been found, it is Blackball, we play both of those. Actually no, we are still considering actually bug catching. That comes first, look top 7 and you can click Grass Pokemon or Grass Energies you find there. So let's see, did we get anything or are we still wondering what we wanna set up? Now we do need those basic Pokemon, Turtwig, Chikorita, Caterpie, almost any grass Pokemon would be good in this situation. It's just Grass Energy, and it seems to be the bigger root Pokemon. I totally cannot remember that card's name by the way, but it does a lot of damage if you gamble well. Now this bug type is focused on gambling, so yes, we put the Evolve and then we play Evolution Ingens and we play another Pokeball. Now Evolution Ingens searches for Evolution card and Bug Ball searches for basic grass Pokemon, so that is Turtwig and Grottle. Now Grottle can evolve immediately thanks to Forest, and it has ability that you can search for Pokemon from your deck. So the question is, what do we search here? So it's evolution, it is Kricketon. Not with Kricketon active, each of your Pokemon gets 40 plus health. This allows them to survive for longer. So currently this active Pokemon is now very strong health compared to the left side, so that Pokemon is showing some fast setup. Still cannot attack though, so there is that. We can attach 1 Grass Energy and it's probably pass. Yep, it is pass for the Psychic. Now can the Psychic get the game going? We didn't have support the last turn, but maybe we have one this turn, and it seems we activate Giratina's ability. You can get, if it on your discard pile, you can return it to your bench, and then you can put 10 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. It seems Toedscruel and Grottle took 10 damage each. Monkey is once again in the board, and Field Flower we are destroying Stadium and Musclepan. Bye bye fast evolution for the bug type. But the question is, do we have any attackers left? It seems 1 Psychic Energy. Giratina needs 3 energies to attack, and if it does, it has to deal 40 damage to your bench. It seems we used... No, we didn't use fields, we were just considering... Oh, we have Marnie in here, so yeah. Marnie is getting played, so basically it's same, and however you shuffle your hand and then you put it on the bottom of your deck and then you draw the same number of prize cards you have left. So this time we don't shuffle the hand through our deck, we just shuffle the cards with each other so that we don't see it. So the order of the cards stays on bottom, and now we get brand new 6 cards. Psychic does need Malamar to get the game going. Sadly, Malamar cannot attach energies to bench, so there is that downside. Still, we can just continue filching. Filching does get us some resources with 2 draws each, so that is very good. And it seems we play Mystic Fog, which allows us to search for either basic Psychic Energy or Psychic Pokemon. So let's see what it finds us. We have a lot of Psychic Pokemon left. Let's see, it is an Iron Boulder. Iron Boulder is strong Pokemon which has 140 health and it has 170 attack. That has a downside that it can only use it if you have the same number of cards in your hand as your opponent. If you have any other number, this attack does nothing. But still, it attacks with 2 energy, so with Malamar it is very strong Pokemon in the later on. And it seems we are using Malamar's ability. Actually no, we are using fields to draw 2 cards, and it's a pass. Team's Giratina is coming down and we played Stadium. Now that Stadium has an ability that the player who uses has the chance to reroll their attack for 1. So if we use that turn to flip the coin and we get tails, we can use the Stadium to flip once again. So that is once per turn attack cancellation, so we can actually do it again. And it seems Torterra has been used once again. Now we probably want to see, I'd say we want maybe Bayleaf. We still have 1 spot left in our bench. We might want to see Bayleaf here. Torterra is not really that good since we lack energy acceleration. But it is possible. It seems Dodge Scroll is in. Dodge Scroll has been played, so your opponent now cannot add cards from their discard pile to their hand with any effect of trainer card. So Lana doesn't do anything, versus Seeker doesn't do anything, Night Stretcher doesn't do anything. And then we play the Ball guy. We can search up to 3 cards with Ball in their name. So it's Hisuian Heavy Ball and it's Timer Ball. With Hisuian Heavy Ball getting played, we are once again checking our prices to see what we have, and if there happens to be a basic Pokemon we can take that to our hand and shuffle that Hisuian Heavy Ball into our prizes. And it seems we failed fine, sadly. Sadly no basic Pokemon this time, however we now got to do the prize checking. And we still have the Timer Ball and it is gambling time. For each hedge we can search for evolution Pokemon, so let's go gambling. And it's double tails, oh my, no luck this time. The Timer Ball does absolutely nothing. And we are searching for support Pokemon from our deck. Let's see what we are searching for. We'll probably see, yep, we are searching for Caterpie this time. You know, it will be like the 5th Pokemon in the bench, and this means we might get... Actually, we have so few cards in our hand that we technically cannot attack unless we have any supporter cards. Seems we are just gonna pass the turn. No attack this time, no energy, it's just 1 Pokemon. It's just 1 Pokemon on bench with the Toad Scroll, but still no attack gives the Psychic upper hand here. Psychic probably gets this going, and do note that the Bug player has 2 cards in hand, so the Psychic player also has to get their hand reduced to 2. We play trainer card, we discard one card from my hand, and then we can search for Psychic Pokemon or Dragon Pokemon from our deck. Let's see what we can search for. It's probably Malamar time. Malamar would be very strong. Yeah, it is the Malamar. Now Malamar has that charging ability, so if like a player has another energy in their hand, they can get this Iron Boulder going. Seems we use the ability, we put it to Giratina. We have another energy in hand. It seems we capitalize on Giratina and not our Boulder, probably because we don't have enough ways to get our hand to. Now if we retreat, we can get that psychic energy to the discard pile, but we have no way to take it back yet. So what can we do? What can we do? We can retreat and hit for like hit 120. That's not enough thanks to Giratina. So yeah, it's retreat. And we still not have any support cards to play. It seems no, we are just dealing to 120 and we have to deal 40 damage to one of our own Pokemon. And it seems we didn't realize that the Giratina is active, so that Pokemon is not knocked out. It's still hanging on thanks to ability, and 4 damage are put to Munkidori for later use. But what can the bug type do? We have some cards in hand, but currently we are still lacking energy cards and energy acceleration. Seems Grottle gets played again. Is it time for Metapod or Bayleaf? As far as I notice, yeah, it is Metapod this time. Oh, actually no, that's the wrong stadium. Stadium allows us to search for more grass Pokemon. Yeah, I didn't look it. Yeah, the stadium allows you to search for grass Pokemon. Sorry, I misread the stadium, but never mind. It was wrong stadium. But anyway, we now have Butterfree active in this spot. So now we need one more energy and somehow a way to get this Primal Thornkai out of the active. Or if we have any energies, we can actually just pass. Oh no. This might actually mean that the bug type has either Bayleaf or either Meganium in their prizes, because if they had those two, they could just get the game going and roll. And counter energy is played on the Iron Boulder as long as they have. And it seems we are knocking it out. It's KO. The first prize is taken. The Psychic is leading 1-0 and 4 damage are placed in the Iron Boulder. Now what will the bug type do? It seems Butterfree's time to shine. Let's go. Draw a card. Do we have energy? Do we have anything? Now it seems we draw something. We are still considering. We have Grottle and we have the stadium, so if there is any chance for reversal, this Butterfree needs the energy to get the gamble going. Now the attack does 60 times further number of heads. You can flip 4 coins, and if you get double heads, your opponent is paralyzed. And yeah, we are using the stadium, searching for grass Pokemon once again. To find us maybe something what could help in this situation. We probably need second attacker. Yeah, we need second attacker at this point. It seems we are searching for Torterra. And then we use Grottle to search for another grass evolution Pokemon. Know what that is. Oh, it is the Grass type that boosts your Pokemon attack by 20 once it evolves. But still, we only have 2 attackers. We have Butterfree and we have Torterra, but sadly neither Pokemon has any energies left. Now if I did not see wrong, there is Lana now in hand, so we can play that. Bug it or bench. Yep, it is Lana. We can pick up to 3 non-rule box or energies from the discard pile to our hand, so it seems 2 energies. And what is the third card? Is it energy as well? It does. No, it is the Brimble. The Thorn Pokemon, so now we have 2 ways to play this. Okay, energy the Butterfree, do we bench? Yeah, we bench the Bug, Grass type, into the bench, and now it is. We are still considering it is probably time to high roll, because if we get enough heads, we can take this out. Now 3 heads are required to knock it, but yeah, we are going for the hurricane. And it's time to high roll. 4 dice, what happens? It's gambling time. 1 heads, now double heads, and it's knockout. Let's go. It is 2 hits, so 16 damage, 120 damage, and a paralyze has now been put to the Giratina, meaning it cannot attack without leaving the active spot. It cannot retreat as well, so we need escape rope or Guzma to get out of this situation. Let's see what we can do. This is actually turning point for the match. It seems professors. Later we can search for 2 basic energies from our deck and add those to your hand, and it is another deck energy. Most likely going for fellow monkey on the bench. Now monkey can help us heal this Giratina, but it's still not doing much with Kricketune out on the spot. What can we do next? We need escape rope or Guzma, that's for certain, if we wanna get, and it seems to be, oh, scoop up net. This allows us to take Giratina back, all energies to the discard pad, and completely heal this Giratina. What a play. What an absolute. Now we are thinking about this. Yeah, we are saying that you cannot do it yet because you have to first, if you scoop up, okay, so we are technically skipping 1 phase. We are taking Malamar forward, then retreating it, then using the ability to keep this Iron Boulder energy. So technically we have now used the retreat cost. And it seems knockout both players have enough prizes, so it is actually no cards in hand, so it is knockout. Like it takes another has been taken, and now prize lead is with the psychic player. But can the bug type start the game going? Sadly the rolls have not been good. And Giratina is put forward. What else can we do? It seems super rod, we're shuffling some Pokemon's back. It seems the wall Butterfree line is now going back to the deck. With 2 effects we can use to search those 2 up. Do we have any other search cards left? Because if we do, we can actually search the full evolution line. It seems we are using Grottle and the Stadium. We are taking Toast. We are taking Metapod and Butterfree. Okay, so we must have some kind of search. Do we have Buddy Puffin or something? Oh, we are using Artason. Yeah, this is actually clever. Metapod and Butterfree come into hand with the previous effects, and Artason searches for Caterpie, and now it has those two have the ability to evolve immediately. Caterpie has the ability to evolve into Metapod. Metapod allows it to evolve immediately into Butterfree, and with Team Switch, this is strong. This is strong. Teammates allows us to search 2 cards from our deck, assuming Pokemon was knocked out last turn, so this is very strong. We can actually search for something like Floatstone, or we can, Floatstone, then we can probably search for some other plays, like VS Seeker for consistency for the later turns. Now with our Butterfree back in action, we can just Floatstone or Giratina, retreat, and then we need 2 hits to knock out this Iron Boulder. Only 2 hits are needed. Yep, VS Seeker comes to hand. This comes into play, and then we retreat, and it's back to the Butterfree. And it seems we still have something to play. So then it seems we are going to gamble it. Maybe. Baby gamble. Little gamba. And yes, we're actually field blowering our stadium. And then we are doing the roll once again. Hurricane time. Now 2 hits means it's knockout. So let's see. 1 hit. We'll need another 1. Let's see what happens. And it's 2 hits. It is knockout. The Iron Boulder is knocked out, and the bug type takes the first prize. So that is very good for the bug type. Now, what will the Psychic player do? They don't have much setup unless they start gambling with Mimikyu as well. Well, Mimikyu is put forward to draw a card. And it seems we play Parallel City, and this means due to playing this way, the bug type has to reduce their bench. They have to reduce their bench size to 3, so 2 Pokemon are currently leaving. Which Pokemon are those? Which Pokemon it is? This one, and then oh no, the Giratina going out. This is actually very scary. And yeah, Giratina gets played from hand. This it was scooped up earlier. What else do we have? Do we have to filch this turn? There is no way to load our Giratina in 1 turn. Unless we have Xatu, and yeah, it is just energy to Munkidori. Are we using the ability? Yeah, ability we move 3 damage to Cricketune. Then we place the Dark Psychic Energy to Giratina. What else? What else? Are we just going to pass? It's now going to be pass turn for the Psychic player. We still have energy to play. Since Mew is getting played. It seems we have Blindside in our deck. It requires few energies and then you can snipe, and it seems to be pass. Yep, it is pass. Back to the bug. Bug is taking this game over right now. Now that Mimikyu still needs a little bit of damage to be done. Let's see if we can get enough heads from this roll. We are checking our resources because this deck has very limited resources with so many stage 2 Pokemon, so let's. And Lana already played, we propped and Super both cards that keep the game going have been played. Team Torterra is finally came into the field. It does require a few energies, and it seems we take Anne, and we are playing the Anne. So both players shuffle their hand, and on the left side, Psychic draws 4, And on the right side, the bug drops 5. A bit of disruption for the psychic player, but let's see if that is enough. The stadium is very annoying, and considering the bug type has already played so many stadiums, it is not guaranteed that this stadium can be removed. 3, 4, 5. Then we go. Final time to roll some dice, or what can we do? Seems to be 1 energy to the bench. And then we are going to dice roll once again, let's go. It is heads and it is double heads, it is knocked out, we are not gonna roll the second, it is down. The game is now even with both players, with 4 prizes left, it is getting intense. What did the psychic player draw? They do have the Mew active, so they can use the ability and look top 7 cards, and if they find a supporter card they can take it from. So yep, we are taking a look. What can we find? What did we find? We're calculating our resources, what we have played, what we have in hand, and what can be played from these cards. And it seems, oh yeah, we can actually take item from it. Never mind, we can take item from there and not supporter. But anyway, we can now take versus Seeker. So what is the card we're actually going to take? Seems to be... Yeah, we're still considering what... Yeah, we didn't play versus Seeker yet. Seems to be we have Iono in our hand, and there is actually a good town map. We flip our prize cards upside down. We can see them from the rest of the game. There seems to be Quick Ball, Kirlia, and Buddy Puffin, and then there's third card I cannot see in the middle. Yeah, Muscle Band Duor, Giratina. Just needing 1 more energy to attack with it. What else can we play? Also, I should note that the time is getting really short on these players, so if they cannot take these prizes very soon, it might get really hard for them to win, and it seems both players are shuffling their hands once more due to Iono, so the left side once again draws 4, and this time the right side also draws 4. And it seems Natu has been found on the bench. Did we get any chance to retreat, possibly? Any chance for retreat, maybe? Nope. Seems not this time. But still, it seems we are moving 3 damage once again. Actually, no, 1 damage. Let's move to the Torterra this time. Is it just going to be pass? Yep, it is pass once again. Now, can the grass type actually take this? Seems to be energy to the bench. And what next is actually getting really hard. For this, also the time is running out. We have to get this game going. We have to get those prizes very fast, and yep, it is just... Seems to be we're just going to attack with this Battlefree. This double tails, so now we need double heads to knock this out. Is it double heads? Let's go. It is 1 heads. 60 damage to forward. Actually no, it seems to be, yeah, 60 damage. Actually no, it was all per tails, sorry. Anyway, the time is probably called right now, I think. think the time has been now called, so there is one turn left for this bug player after this to take the 4 prizes, and sadly it is not possible. Energy retrieval. So there is still a bit more minutes left. I'd say about 5 minutes left or so. Give or take, so few more turns to go, but players have to play this bit faster in order to see which player wins, and it seems Malamar gets played. We are placing this energy to Giratina. Now do we have energy in hand for retreat? No, it is another N with VS Seeker earlier. So we both. Yeah, we decided to play that Xatu first and then we shuffle into our deck and then we draw 4 more cards. To see, but still it is very close, very close. So we have to take these prizes very fast. And sadly, this Butterfree is not knocked out by Giratina. Oh, Floatstone is very good find. Now we have free retreat. And it seems we are once again dealing some damage. And then we are dealing some damage. Seems. We're actually calculating the damage. Yeah, we are again thinking that okay, it's not, but it's not enough due to the Cricketune. Once again, Cricketune prevents this knockout by a few health. Because it is 140 with Muscle Belt and this Butterfree has 160 with Cricketune, so sadly not this time. Now we draw a card. So let's see what else happens. We are going to just flip the dice here. This double tails. Is it double heads? It is 1 heads. Or is it 1 or 2? Okay, double. And it's knockout. There goes Giratina once again. And now it's back to 3 prizes with Bug. And it seems the tie has now been called. The time has been called. So after this round, after this turn, we still have 1 more turn for the Bug player to take the final prize. But sadly, it is currently impossible due to the having only 1 prize card being possible to be taken in this GLC format, and there are no damage counters on the bench that we could capitalize on, so sadly it is looking very grim. But let's see what happens in the final turn. So we have Time Machine, if we Time Piece, if we play that we can de-evolve or Psychic Pokemon. But that Pokemon can evolve in that turn if we de-evolve it. That is pretty strong. Oh yeah, and seems we were mistakenly, we accidentally took the prize from that Butterfree earlier, which sadly was wrong because it wasn't knockout. It's fine still, however that doesn't affect the match in this scenario. And it seems Munkidori gets played with... Actually no. Giratina gets played plus 10 damage to both bench Pokemon. Now don't Cricketune does not get health bonus from itself. So yeah, we are just attaching 1 energy to our Pokemon in the bench, but that doesn't seem to be enough. What else can we do? It seems teammates, since Pokemon was knocked out, it's time for teammates to get the game a bit smoother, but sadly and unfortunately we cannot take those 4 prizes this turn. Psychic has this turn and Bug has next turn, but honestly the Bug player could just pass and it's time. Since we choose 1 card, but still it is important to play these rounds optimally and until the end to see if we could have won if there was no time. seems we search for those cards and then we use Malamar. And that is from the hand. Seems we are using Munkidori next. We are using Munkidori, take the battle free out, it's knockout, so we still have a chance for attack, so we can take 2 prizes this turn if we have enough damage. So yeah, Tortara goes forward. Wait, they are actually now thinking that this wasn't right because it has been already used, it doesn't have enough damage. Yeah, they actually cannot do that, so... Few misplays here and there, but it's fine, it's fine. It is completely fine, and then we deal some damage. Yeah, we deal some damage here. Damage here. More damage here and there. And yeah, we are still counting, is that enough damage? Yeah, we are missing, and it's double price because those two get knocked out. So yeah, it is still a double KO for the Psychic, but sadly this is the final turn for the bug player, so we are drawing our card. We probably just do even I did play this out, we probably want to, but still. We play Klara, take those. Take those. And then what else happened? We just evolve that into Metabot immediately, but then we probably just pass and it's game time, or do we still have something to play? We can hit for 100. So yeah, we are just dealing the damage and it's game over time. It is highly possible that few more extra turns the bug player could have taken it all with few good rolls, but sadly the time once again stopped our players from reaching conclusion to their match, so it is actually a tie this time again, but let's go check out what happened to the rest of the matches. And as we can see, the Dragon managed to take out Dracloak, we have Solrock taking out Pokemontcg, another draw with Slurpuff, Sableye managed to defeat Snorlax, Stepstrika managed to defeat Hoopa, and Sableye managed to defeat Okidoki. So now we only have 2 players with 3 wins each, it is the Solrock and it is the Dragon, followed up with many 2-1 serious players. For example, we have Stepstrika, we have 1 Sableye, we actually have 2 Sableyes, 2-1 score, and we have Fairy with 1 win and 2 ties. So it is getting really intense, but we currently know which player will win. It is either Solrock or it's either Dragon, but still the 3rd and 4th places are still on the go. It is so intense to see which deck actually can win and which deck will win the Grand Champion of this tournament and become the gym leader. But about that and the 4th round you will see on the next video.